Alright, so it's a Monday. Pretty quiet Monday compared to normal. Normally we'd be playing Kickball coming up soon, but that might not be happening for the foreseeable future. We'll see. So, quick update. Everyone should know by now that CLUBWAKA is doing no league activities through the end of March. Obviously, in addition to that, we will be complying with any state or local city guidelines. I believe right now every city except for Virginia Beach has their parks closed. Rec centers in Virginia Beach are closed for 2 weeks starting today. In addition, most schools are closed as well. Started 2-week closure last week. So what that means for us, most of the places we play our leagues are going to be closed. For the most part, we utilize private schools, public schools, either their gymnasiums or fields. So technically the only place we could run a league right now would be Virginia Beach, some kind of outdoor league with the Parks and Rec system. That could change in the coming weeks depending on how everything goes as well. So looking at the mailbag, a couple of the questions probably most obviously that we received. First one was, any word on spring kickball seasons getting pushed back? Right now, they haven't. Will they? Very possibly. Obviously, we're going to try to get in spring season if at all possible. Calendar's a real thing, though. I'm sure if we get pushed back enough, we'll have to see what we'll do at that point and make a decision then. Looks like someone else asked, we're canceled, aren't we? That is a true statement. Yes, as of right now, we are canceled for running anything, whether it's open plays, leagues, in March, and that's nationwide for CLUBWAKA. That will be reevaluated before we get to the end of that time, and another update will go out for everyone. Another question, if seasons are canceled, will there be refunds? Yes, you don't have to worry about that. If you were signed up for a league right now and we end up canceling that league, we will issue refunds. We're not trying to steal your money or anything, so we'll be pretty good about that and make it happen pretty quick as soon as an official cancellation is announced. Another question, what about the Bar Games League? Yes, the Bar Games League is canceled as well through the end of March. It's pretty much the extent of time we planned on running it, so pretty much the Bar Games League is done for right now. Got any other questions here? Well, this might be a super short podcast if there aren't any more questions. Alright, so I'll go over a couple things here. Check some numbers for the Hampton Roads area. So 489 people have been tested for the coronavirus in Hampton Roads. Of those, 51 have been infected. So that's about 10.5%. The catch here is obviously everyone hasn't been tested. Presumably, people with flu symptoms or flu-like symptoms have been the ones that have been tested, probably those that were most severe. And essentially a little over 1 out of 10 tested positive. So it's out there. It's obviously spreading some. The other specific numbers, 10 in James City, 1 in York County, 4 Virginia Beach are among those infected. 2 deaths on the peninsula so far, I believe both Newport News. The biggest thing, you don't want to panic. That doesn't do anybody any good, but you need to be smart about it as well. So large groups, not good. If you have the option of teleworking, that's a good option as well. Other than that, just being smart's better than anything. For all those people that are like, oh, it's no big deal, that's not a good choice either. I mean, even if it's not going to kill you, it's not going to affect you, there are a lot of people who are extremely vulnerable. The fatality rate is about 2 to 3% overall. However, for the elderly, that's extremely different. I believe if you're 70 or older, death rate in about 14.5 to 15%. So, even if you're fine, you get infected, you could pass it on to a friend, loved one, someone else who's older, and it could affect them very, very differently. There are also a lot of people who their immune systems are compromised. Obviously, they're going to have no defenses at all, and they're probably going to end up in intensive care. So, if you have any flu symptoms at all, coughing, sneezing, fever, be careful. Stay away from everyone else. That's the biggest danger, is it spreading. Latest CDC advice or warnings. It's most likely spread person to person inside of 6 feet. Also, cough or sneeze droplets. So again, that's why it's important if you have flu symptoms, especially if you're coughing or sneezing, you don't want to be out and about where you're going to potentially infect someone else. And as of right now, there is no vaccine, so there's no one that's, I guess you could say, immune from getting it. Another troubling thing about this virus, there are confirmed cases of people who were diagnosed with it, basically tested positive, recovered from it, and got infected again. It's unclear right now whether it's a virus mutation or whether it's a virus, say like chicken pox, that stays in your system and can be reactivated. So I guess keep paying attention to CDC guidance at this time. They're going to have the most accurate information. They're the ones doing the research and testing on the virus to find out exactly how damaging and harmful it is. And, again, you don't want to live in fear because that's not good, but you still want to be smart about it. And that's actually all the questions I have so far. Just any other important information? Wash your hands constantly. That's excellent advice. You should always do that, but 30 seconds. If you use hand sanitizer, not as preferable to soap and water washing, but if you do that, make sure it has at least 60% alcohol in it. Avoid touching eyes, nose, and mouth. Cover coughs and sneezes. Again, you shouldn't be out and about, but for some reason you have to be, whether it's work, do that. Clean and disinfect surfaces regularly. I know there's a shortage of cleaners and disinfectants out there right now. One thing that you might find, because people are looking for specialized sprays and stuff like that, standard bleach works. You can mix it, make a solution. It's about, on here it says 4 teaspoons of bleach per quart of water. So it's obviously not pure bleach, but if you can find a container of bleach anywhere, whether it's Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, Walmart, whatever, it'll go a long way. Maybe get a spray bottle, just mix like a cap full of the bleach with a spray bottle will probably be about the right ratio. And I've probably seen a lot of it inside of our community here, but people are going to be affected by this differently as far as how it affects their lives. For a lot of people, we can telework. Local government, especially federal government here in the area, they've provided some pretty liberal telework. If you're a salaried employee, your business may be scaling down, still supporting you. However, there's a lot of people, especially service retail industry, that are not covered or supported in that way. So, if you've got anything you can do to help out, whether it's maybe watching people's kids, helping out with food, other ways like that, because people are going to be hit financially by this. And people are making a big deal about the stock market, but at the end of the day, the stock market's eventually going to recover. It hurts in the short term for people who are invested in the stock market, maybe IRAs, but that's all going to recover. The biggest thing is there's a lot of people who are going to find themselves out of work for a short period of time, maybe going to have trouble paying bills. Um, I expect state and local governments to, not enforce, utility companies and not cut off people's water and utilities, but, those bills are still going to come due for those people. So if there's anything you can do to help people out, do what you can. And like I said, I've already seen examples of that inside the kickball community and CLUBWAKA in general. So that's a positive. It's always good to see that. And no more questions, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And those who tuned in, thank you. If you got any more questions, post in the mailbag, post them in our CLUBWAKA pages. We'll do the best that we can to answer them. But biggest recap, just be safe. Take this seriously, but don't panic. Help others out when you can. And we're going to take care of you as far as the league stuff goes. We'll keep you all informed. We'll be pushing back leagues as needed, and if we do cancel them, we will issue refunds as quickly as we can for all those leagues. So thanks again. I'm sure I'll see all you guys later. Thank you.